welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this little girl's dress. So basically the whole point is to show you guys two different ways to add the bow to the neckline, right? So basically I have two pieces of fabric here. You see, one is wider and then this other one on top. So the smaller one is the back panel, the wider one is the front panel. So basically I use the back, which is this smaller one, to trace out this front panel. The front panel is wider by at least 2.5 inches. That's the width, the extra added to it. And then the back bodice is just basically her hip measurement divided by 4, which is the widest part of her body. And this is actually for a 5-year-old, right? Her hip measurement divided by 4 plus so her hip that I have is about 26 or so. So divided by 4 should be 6.5, right? And then plus extra 2.5 inches is what I added, because it's going to be an A-line dress, right? So her hip, which is 26, divided by 4 is 6.5. I added extra 2.5 inches. So in total, what I have here is about 9 inches, right? So now, the next thing I'm going to do is just to go up here. Since it's a sleeveless dress, go up here, insert her shoulder measurement. Guys, if you want, you can add sleeve to yours, right? But I'm not going to be adding sleeve because I'm trying to make what I have on the thumbnail. So her shoulder divided by 2 is 11, divided by 2 is 5.5. So I'm going to take away the half an inch from it, or 0.75 from it, right? Because it's sleeveless. And then you're going to go ahead and insert her armhole divided by 2, which for me, her armhole is 6 divided by 2 is going to be, sorry, is 12 divided by 2 is 6, right? I'm going to go ahead and mark that here. And then I'm going to mark half an inch of shoulder slope. And then I'm going to insert 2 inches for the neckline. Just your basic A-line. Connect this part to this part in a slant. And then come up here, put her bust divided by 4, which is going to be 6. Right, her bust is 24, divided by 4 is going to be 6. I'm going to add, if you want, you can do half an inch of ease and then 1 inch of seam allowance, right? And then I'm going to give it a curve for the armhole this way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this line this way as an to form the A line, connect it this way, right? And then down here, come up here by half an inch and then blend it. This will help this edge here not to be pointy. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. So guys, I've gone ahead and cut it. And remember, this here is just her shoulder to her knee, right? Which is about 24 plus 1.5 inch of sewing allowance, right? That's the length of the fabric, in case I didn't say that. So cut off this part, cut off the side that forms the A-line, cut off this armhole part, and then the next thing you're going to cut off is just the shoulder slope, and then cut like 1 inch from here to 1 inch for the neck depth. And that's basically it. So using this now, we're going to just place it on the front, because remember, this is the back. Trace it on the front, and then you're going to trace out exactly what you have here. But you're not going to touch the center part. You're tracing just the side exactly the same and leaving this piece in the center. So guys, the next step now, you see I've traced out exactly everything on the side, leaving still that 2.5 I left here. So I'm going to come down on the neckline in front. Remember, the wider one is our front. I'm going to mark 3 inches for the neckline here. And then I'm going to connect it from where this shoulder slope is. This is where my shoulder slope from the front is, right? Mark it from there. And then I'm going to give it a curve to meet up with these 3 inches. And then I'm going to cut this out. So this here is actually my neckline, right? So I'm going to cut this out. And then the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is just to mark where this part meets, right? So first I'm going to notch the center. I need to notch the center. I've notched that. So the next part I need to know is where the center of this cloth is, right? The first thing I notch is the center of the 2.5, which is here. Now I need to notch the actual center of the cloth, right? Where this front bodice, like this line here, there's this line here, which is normally what the front where the front is supposed to start, not without this extra added, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to also notch that point, because this here is going to be pleated, so I need to know where to pleat it. So now what I'm going to do is to separate the two of them, so you guys will see what I'm trying to explain here. So separate it, and then you will see there are 3 notches here, the 2 by the side and 1 center notch, right? The 2, I'm going to mark where each of them is, 1 here, 1 by the center and 1 by the side, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it up, and then I'm going to move the 2 by the side to meet each other. That way I'll have back my neckline, because why this way? My neck is too wide, the shoulder cannot fit. It's not going to fit because it's not the same, right? But what to get it is just like a pleated neckline. You're going to take the 2 sides, make sure the 2 notch of the sides meet each other now, and then you get this pleat on top, right? So that way we've gotten back our neckline. So make sure you get it this way. You can go ahead and pin it down this way. So I'm going to pin mine down. So guys, this is it here. I've gone ahead and ironed this, so as you can see the flap is showing now. So basically this is what you're using here. We have 2 of it here. This is now going to serve as the thing between the bow, right? Remember, this video is just to show you guys the 2 ways of doing this, right? So this first method here, you see that I have this thing that looks like a pocket here, and then this is one side, and then the second one is on the other side too, right? So the length here is 6.5 and the width here is 6 inches. But remember, you still need half an inch to join the 4 corners before you start to do it. So what I'm going to do now is just to go ahead and take this here, put it underneath here, and then I'm going to pleat it this way. So you're going to pinch it this way so that it can fit under this, and then you sew it down. So it depends on you. What I'm going to do is, before I start, I'm going to mark half an inch here. This is going to serve for my, because I'm going to use bias to run through the neckline, and then I can do 3 inches in between and mark the second line, so that I know that the distance of my bow is going to be from this point to this point. And then I'm also going to go over to the other side, mark half an inch first, and then I'm going to mark 3 inches in between, so that I won't have one bow extending down here and one bow stopping somewhere here, right? So you want the 2 of them to be on the same line. So I've gone ahead and marked it on both sides now. So like I said, it's going to go inside of this flap here, and then you're going to pinch it in and make your bow. Do the same thing on this other side, flap it this way, and then you're going to top stitch it. So once you put it underneath this, you sew it down. Put it underneath this side of the flap, you sew it down, and then the rest of the body will look something like this, right? It will look something like this. And then for the back panel, all you have to do is just to take it here. Once you do that, see what I did for the back here. So basically, you're going to take your fabric. Let me set this aside. Take your fabric, place a piece of cloth on it. This is the back. Sew it down this way, and then slit it like 5 inches down. This will help the head to pass through, because there's no zipper here. So you need this as the flap to, so you need this way. So what I'm going to do is just to turn it over this way and top stitch it. Right, this will give my bag the clean finish, and it will help because there's going to be a button here, right? So guys, as you can see, I've folded the collar, I've folded the neckline now for the bag. So this is what it looks like. You see, just flip it over and sew it. So now I've also gone ahead and sewn this down. Guys, instead of doing half an inch, do 1 inch down from the neckline, so that way when you're taking your bias, you can still sew the bias on top. Because if you do half an inch, you just have enough to fold it in, and then when you come back to sew it, you might end up sewing it on top of the bow. So do 1 inch down, and then do maybe 3.5 depending on the width of your bow. So you see what it looks like. And immediately after this, I just sewed it half an inch down and then left the rest to flow out this way. So all I have to do now, this is done. I just have to go ahead, join the shoulder to the shoulder. You see now my shoulders, they match, both of them, they match. Sew it down, use bias to run the side and close up the seam, finish up the end. This is the first method. Then guys, the second method is just basically to cut your pattern like the same, right? You're going to cut both the front and the back the same. Remember the first one now, we cut one to be extended, the front was extended, but this one here, you're cutting everything just like how we cut that back panel, and then you're going to open it up this way. This is the back panel. I did the same thing for the neckline at the back. The only difference now is that in front, you're going to get a piece of fabric, and then you're going to fold the fabric this way, like this. This is about 3 inches of weight, and then you fold it this way and then just sew it down. You see how I sewed this on top of this cloth? You see, I just stitched it down. Maybe come down, I might still remove mine and come down a little bit more, because I need 1 inch of sewing the neckline, and then I need 3.5 inches here. So I might still remove this and bring it down, but just now that I'm illustrating it, I just hope you guys can follow. So you're supposed to come down here by 1 inch for folding up the neckline, and then take this down. Maybe you need to have about 3 inches in between. Sew this down. But then the next thing is that your bow this time is 1, right? The bow this time is 1 piece, and then all you have to do is just to go ahead and check the width. For me is 10, and then for me the width is 10, and then the length is 6.5. Remember, you see that the length of both of them are the same, but the width is where it differs, because this one here doesn't have a lot of space in between, so there's no need to extend it so much, right? Because this is just the fabric that is going to be in between. All I have to do is just to now pleat this in between here, and then take this other one now this way, sew this down. Now I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine and just sew it down, right? But when you go to sew it down, you're going to sew it on this side also, and then on this side, and then cut off the excess and flip it in. You can use your needle and thread to tack the end down when you're done, but make sure that you sew. So to not get it confused, guys, it will be better you first cut off the excess, tuck it in, use your needle and thread to sew it down, or just stitch it this way on your sewing machine, right? So let's say when you're done, you have this much excess. You have this much excess like this. So fold off the edge and sew it down this way, and then let your bow relax. Once the bow relaxes, now that you've secured this part, then you can go to the sewing machine and use your machine to sew 1 stitch on this end here, on this side here, and then another stitch on this other side, right? Just so to secure this and it doesn't move both ways. So you're going to sew on this end of this side and then on this end of this side, and then you have this other method. Then the next thing is just to join the 2 shoulders together. Use bias to run the armhole and close up the sides of the clothes. If you want, you can even add sleeve to it. It depends. You can use the color of this fabric and attach a sleeve to it. Some people don't like to have kids wear without sleeve, right? But it depends on you what you want to do. So this is basically me trying to show you guys how to do this bow, the 2 methods of making this bow. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my clothes, and then I'll bring it back so you guys will see. So guys, this is it here. As you can see, I've gone ahead and used bias to finish it, even the armhole too, on both sides. And this is what the back looks like. So you see there's a button here, and then using the fabric I made a buttonhole, right? And the same goes for this one too, you see. And then if I turn it to the back, you see it has a button. I use bias to run through the armhole and the neckline. So guys, it depends on you which method works. So it depends on you, like which one you prefer. This one might be easier to make, but this one gives more style. Like if you want something like this that looks like the pleat. So that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Please guys, like, share and subscribe. Bye.